Welcome to the Well of Possibilities. And today I'm going to talk to you, about how to trust yourself. It's a theme that's coming up again and again in many sessions that I have with my clients, and it might be not unfamiliar to you either. So I thought, okay, it may be good to make a mini training. Again, as you know, I'm always giving these 5-step approaches to certain topics. Um, how to trust that you are in alignment with yourself, right? Because do you know yourself? Do you know who you are? Do you still remember what you really find important? Or have you been so conditioned? Are you so weaving into culture that you kind of lost track of what is actually your opinion or the ones of others? I mean, it can be a blurry ground out there. So, yeah, to tune into your intuition, it is so important to consciously do that regularly, right? I find it hard to say, okay, you have to practice connecting to your intuition. No, I don't think so. I think the ultimate goal is just to to live in intuition, right? To make decisions from this place of being within, from the core of your heart and your soul. I think that's very well possible. So to say like, yeah, practice it. I don't know if that's possible, but what you can do is to really, um, if you're not doing this more often in the day, check in with yourself, right? Just simply like, hey, how do I feel? Does this feel good? Did I like this conversation? Am I, do I feel some worry entering this meeting? Or, so just having this inner dialogue actually starting up, like in an honest, transparent way, and to admit to yourself the feelings that you have. You don't need to act upon those, judge those, all these kind of things, but just practice checking in with yourself. And if you want to take it further, of course, you could journal about it. But for now, I would just say, just tune in to yourself. And then it can be that you get some inner critics, some harsh voices, but maybe there's also a softer voice. And that very likely is something that you could say, like, okay, that's intuitively my inner voice. It's a caring voice, it's a kind voice, it's a voice that's coming from deep within. So once you do this, once you more regularly check in with yourself, you also start to look to things around you a little bit more differently, right? And maybe you see things that you say like, hey, what a coincidence! I just had this talk with myself, or just check in with myself about a certain topic, and then you see something around you that's actually aligned with what you've been thinking, or at least with the theme that you were talking on with yourself. So that's something that is fun actually to observe. I mean, there are of course people that believe in all kind of signs and coincidences, and it's maybe not a belief, maybe it's very true, and maybe it's just really also very real. I mean, I am absolutely not excluding that, because I like to spot those coincidences, but um, yeah, try to see them, observe them. You don't need to look for them; they will pop up, and some of those you can actually write down, because it's just nice to register a little bit of this journey that you're actually on, right? To tune into yourself better, to trust yourself better, and to live from this place of intuitively going around and on this planet, I would like to say. So then another thing you can do is to see like, hey, where have I been really joyful, or really successful, or really positive, or did I feel really good in the past? I mean, I'm not often going back to the past, because I think it's pretty much a waste of time unless you have very serious things to solve. But moving future forward is great. Don't deny the things in your past, but use them as stepping stones. So to reflect on your past successes, for example, is a really nice way to align more of what you're capable of, what you were capable of back then, what you've already been doing, and maybe that was under guidance of a boss, or a parent, or somebody else, or a colleague that has helped you in that success or achieving that fulfilling feeling. But you do have that experience now, and it is something that you can tap into. So what are the feelings from the past actually that give you the evidence that you can actually trust your senses, or trust your intuition, or trust this path of alignment that you want to step into more. So, and for that, yeah, seek those past senses, those past feelings, but also check in with yourself, and look for confirmation within. Like, is it really true what I'm saying? Am I really fulfilled about it? Does this really make me joyful? Those are questions that you think, man, who has time? Who has time to think so deeply and talk so deeply with himself? Well, those are things you can do on the fly as well, when you're stepping in your car, or when you're driving, or when you're on a bike, or when you're going for a walk. I mean, all those kind of things are like, it can be mini moments throughout your day, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, where you just check in, strengthening the trust, strengthening the feeling that you feel, being honest with yourself. Drop the mask that you put out in the world, but also the mask towards yourself, right? We're so used to toughen up, to be cool and strong, and oh, I can do this, and I don't feel this, and oh, it doesn't bother me. But be honest with yourself. I mean, that's not that hard, right? So, and once you start doing this, then also surround yourself with the people that are supporting you, that really can say, like, hey, um, uh, I see you changed, or maybe you're not sharing that yet, but people might notice quite quickly when you kind of ease into yourself, when you become less tensed, when you start to lean more on yourself instead of outward onto others. So build this network of supportive friends, mentors, people who can encourage you, motivate you, and help you to become your own best friend. I mean, yes, we can be hard on ourselves. Yes, you can self-sabotage yourself, but ultimately, you can be your own best friend. And if you step in onto such a path in a community surrounded by others, wanting to do the same thing, wishing for the same thing, wishing for the same fulfillment, um, this living in intuition and from the heart. I mean, it's really possible also for you. So yeah, again, tune into yourself more often. Be alert also to signs that you see, or coincidences, because those are fun. They keep you going. It's just fun to observe those and to write those down, and reflect on past successes, things that you've been doing that were great, that made you feel great. What was it exactly? And can you use or take a sparkle from it and use it now, spread it throughout your days, throughout your weeks, and then seek the inner confirmation, right? So at the end of a week, look back on things. Have things been different? Did it feel better? Was it scary? Why? Those talks, and I mean, you don't need to write everything down. There's a lot about journaling these days, and yeah, it's a great way, but in practice, you need to do a lot of other things, right? So already on a walk, talking with yourself, reflecting on those things are a great step forward. And then, yeah, look for people who can support you in this kind of trainings. There are communities. I'm hosting a community, so you're more than welcome in there. So, again, trust yourself, move forward, do life happier. You can absolutely do it, and your intuition is, in my opinion, your most important key. It saved my life several times. And it's not only me saying that, also others have been giving that back to me. And yeah, so that's why I share it onwards. I'm rippling it out, this knowledge. If you want to know more, just contact me. I'm more than happy to serve you with another topic that you might need more or most. And yeah, wishing you a great week. See you next week. Bye.